Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Puji syukur kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Tepat di pukul 4.08 kita sudah bisa bertemu secara virtual melalui Zoom. Hari ini mahasiswi kedua ya setelah Yulia Firza kemarin. Sama juga jam 4 ya. Hanan.
Oh ya.
Alhamdulillah kita ucapkan kehadirat Allah Subhanahu wa taala atas karunia-Nya dan kita dalam keadaan sehat walafiat, tidak kurang satu apapun. Selawat dan salam kita sampaikan kepada Allah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Baik, Hanan, untuk mempersingkat waktu ya. Silakan Hanan, udah siap ya PowerPoint-nya ya?
Udah, Mister.
Ya. Silakan, ini saya sudah izinkan share screen. Silakan Hanan presentasikan proposalnya.
Ya, baik, Mister. Udah bisa share screen, Mister?
Sudah.
Udah. Kelihatan, Mister?
Ya, jelas. Oke, lanjut.
Ya, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Hanan Imtinany Fathiyah. So today I will present my research about an English pronunciation learning system using ELSA Speak application for English club study students based on diagnosis of critical pronunciation error. So the reason why I'm choose pronunciation errors as my research is because as educator, also as a student in English department, I feels like there's really a common mistake or problem that usually faced by English students, or including their pronunciation errors. So because in Indonesia also the education is not really provide them well to support the student to know about pronunciation knowledge. So even after I'm choosing this research as pronunciation errors, I'm also feels like I just know it now about pronunciation is not only you pronounce the word, but also there's including word stress and suffix and intonation and sounds and etc. So I hope the students, including English students, also could know well about the knowledge of pronunciation. So because of if they already know the pronunciation knowledge well, I hope they could have an intelligible pronunciation. Not should be looks like a native speaker, but at least it could be like clear or intelligible. So whenever they have such conversation to others or foreign friends, the others could understand well what they're trying to say with their pronunciation. The first problem that usually facing by EFL students, especially Indonesian students, is when the first is because of the education not support them, and the second is because of their mother tongue, because Indonesian know well as a country that have a lot of tribe, language, or their mother tongue is different. So it's not always they have Indonesian or Bahasa Indonesia as their mother tongue or first language, but also there are also people that comes from Sundanese or Japanese or etc. that have a really unique or different mother tongue or language rules. So with this, that's why English it's not match or not easier for them to learn, because English have a really different rules from Bahasa Indonesia. the way they speak, the intonation, the sounds, and the word stress, and how they should speak such kind of words to pronounce. It's really different with how Bahasa Indonesia should they speak as a regular or daily language. So the theory is there's also such kind of research from Fahri Fauzi. So Fahri Fauzi doing some research in student from Sudanese. So the student is usually have this kind of pronunciation errors like like speaking f with app. They should speak it's f, but they speak it as app. So this kind of mistake is it could be conclude as that mostly the student have a struggle to different or to change their sounds whenever they speak in English, because in their own language like mother tongue they have a really unique sounds, just like how Sundanese speak in such kind of different sounds or intonation. And the theory is even though pronunciation it's not really the highlight, because actually speaking is also more matter than pronunciation. But from my opinion, if we really want to speak English well, I think have intelligible, at least intelligible or clear pronunciation, it's really important. Because when we talk to others person, or even we have such kind of public speaking, or when we talk in front of people, it's really good if we can speak with such kind of comfortable or a clear pronunciation that could help them to understand what we're trying to say. And this research, I'm trying to use Elsa Speak as an application. It's because Elsa Speak is an application that really easier and simple that we can download in Play Store. And Elsa Speak using a native speaker sounds that will help the students to also guide them to know how it sounds to become a native speaker, and how it's the listening like the native speaker way when they just pronounce some words or sentence. The reason why I'm using this kind of media, because actually even though I could speak English, but I think I'm not really native speaker, so I really need some help to a media that could guide or help them to hear more sound from native speakers. Elsa Speak could help them, and Elsa Speak have such a really great system for a student that want to learn pronunciations errors. First, they could see the typo or some mistake for misspelling, or also they have the word stress practice and how to spell like S-H, and the words that shouldn't have a sound to speak, but you should also speak with it. So Elsa Speak will help me to become a media that I will use for my research. Also, it's because of as a researcher, I should doing some research that really match with such a situation or condition. Just like today, the condition or situation is not really active to have a go to a real research. So I think I also need some media to help me um, to dig more deeper about the pronunciation error using a media. And the advantage of Elsa Speak is it's not all of them is free, so we need to purchase or we need to buy for an extra system or an extra treatment. But I think even though we not try to buy it or to purchase more money, Elsa Speak could still help the student to have a test or to rank up their level of pronunciation errors. So with Elsa Speak, I will know what usually the errors they face whenever they speak in pronunciation, because it really makes me curious with the errors that usually face, or the mistake they usually face. And the reason why I'm choose English club students, it's because they already have the interest in English and they already have some skills. But actually, I'm already doing some observation, and the problem with the English, it's about pronunciation. So it's really matched with my research about doing the pronunciations error with how to speak. So I would like to know which kind of errors that usually they face it, or also what is the level that they have whenever they speak in pronunciation. And after that, I will diagnose their critical pronunciation errors, and I will try to rank all level which student is have a better pronunciation, intelligible pronunciation, or that really worse or very poor. And I will try to rank up, so it will help me to also know the problem, and also to thinking about what is better for the student. So even though they will have a lot of tests using Elsa Speak, I'm also helping them by guide or accompany them whenever they use the Elsa Speak. Because actually Elsa Speak 100% using English. So I feels like I need also helping them. So not only they will use Elsa Speak by their own, but I will also accompany them virtually, like from Zoom or a video call whenever they're trying to use the Elsa Speak as a test. Um, okay, so the next chapter is the method. So I will use pre-experimental as my quantitative design method. With this, I'm trying only with one group. So the English club student only have, I will take 20 students from English club members to become my subject of the ELSA speak research. And then I will show their errors and what is I could help with ELSA speak using the media for them to practice each day. So I will have like 6 meetings, and every meetings we will have a test from ELSA speak, but also at uh, at the process, just like I said previously, I will also accompany them. So I will using pre-test and post-test, and pre-test treatment and post-test. And on the pre-test, I will try to know first again about their ability in pronunciation, and I will try to ask them to start doing the Elsa Speak, so I could see the level from Elsa Speak, because Elsa Speak also will help me to know the level of their ability, and to know what is the errors that usually they create from using like practicing pronunciation. And uh, after I'm doing the pretest, the treatment is every meeting we will have the Elsa Speak by the task, and the score of Elsa Speak is up to 100. So so yeah, with the score, it will also help me to see their ability, their mistake, they errors, and their pronunciation with the score that also speak give to me. And the post test is I will try to upgrade the level, because before they start, I will try to choose the beginner level, but in the end I will try to upgrade the level into up or advanced, to see if they have such a better situation before they have the first meeting, and before the meeting that we already doing. And after that, I will ask them to answer the questionnaires, because I just like to know the feedback after they're using the Elsa Speak. Is it really good, or if they face some problem with the application, or if they find it's really comfortable to pronounce to practice their pronunciation. And yeah, that's the method. And yeah, I'm already. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ini this is the wrong one. Lunchtime. I forgot to change it. So I'm already explained about the pre-test, treatment, and post-test earlier, but I feel like in my chapter 3, I have a lot of typo that I write it down. So uh, I realized about that. And the pre-test and treatment and post-test, I choose and decide to not make it complicated because of the situation that actually I'm already asked to the teacher from the school, and they only doing it online. So I think using Alsa Speak also will help me to rank up their pronunciation and to know the problem of their pronunciation, but also with virtually. So that's also help my research to make it more easier. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Any question?
Okay, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you for your presentation. Okay. Actually, talking about pronunciation is very difficult, yeah, for us as NNE, NNES or non-native English speaker. That's the big problem for Indonesia learners because English is not our mother tongue and also not our lingua franca, just the third or additional language, yeah, for Indonesia context. Okay, I wonder when you say about pretest, what is it, pretest? Pretest or pretest?
Sorry, Mr. Pretest.
Yeah,
See, even
pretest.
I also have the problem.
Yeah. I'm thinking of one of, sorry to say that I had some, mispronunciation.
Yeah.
Pretest, yeah, what is pretest? What about listening? Yeah. What is it? Listening. Listening,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, listening.
The
Oh
T,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the T is silent. Listening.
Mhm.
So talking about pronunciation is very hard, yeah.
Mhm.
So if the department, this department asked me to teach pronunciation, and give up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very difficult for me to how to teach pronunciation. The biggest problem, I think, yeah, besides speaking in general, and the specific one is pronunciation. So pronunciation is very difficult
Mhm.
for us. Yeah, it's better for pronunciation lecturer or teacher is from native, from foreign speaker, especially from British or American, and Canadian. For Asian, but today's all of Asian people can pronounce well, like a native. Yeah. So this is your challenge, yeah, Hanan. Yeah, your challenge to also to improve your pronunciation. I myself also improve my pronunciation
Yeah.
when I'm teaching, when I'm zooming, yeah, with my students. No problem, yeah. Go ahead, continue your research. It's a very interesting topic. And the second question, um, you offer an application, right? Elsa speak up, yeah, right? Elsa speak up. This
Elsa speak.
Elsa speak. It's an application you can download from App Store, and yeah, this is Android, yeah, Android side. Um, yeah, I wonder if you know what is um, the role, yeah, the role of teacher, yeah. If you just give, this is an application, yeah, student can self-study themselves, and almost, yeah, we don't know that you as a teacher or a researcher uh, have or participates in the, you know, being engaged, yeah, being engaged with students. How can you explain this?
Actually, I'm also thinking about when they, so I also speak only as a mediator for me
Yeah,
to
yeah,
so the student pronunciation errors. So maybe after they using also speak for the test, I'm also will explain about the errors that they make after that. So it's like dual activities, Mister. So
dual
after they
activity.
using,
Okay.
yeah, after they have the test from Elsa Speak, I'm also helping them by after that explaining, oh, this kind of word stress, they should use it pronounce like this. So I think I'm also as the researcher will be learn about pronunciation with this research.
Yeah, the role of teacher will be diminished by an application, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, everybody can learn by himself or by herself, yeah, from
Mm-hmm.
many application offered. So there is almost no teachers participants, yeah? Teachers participation and also lecturers participation. So conducting this research, okay, you are going to see in other side like the errors of, or what is the difference between error and mistake? Because you say
Uh,
error
yeah,
pronunciation, not mistakes pronunciation. What is the difference?
because actually mistake only usually people do whenever actually they already know the
Oh, yeah,
problem, but they just forget to do it. So they do it like not really always
unintentionally. Yeah,
often.
yeah.
Yeah,
Errors
but
are,
errors is like they didn't know, so
yeah, yeah.
that's why they always do the mistake. Yeah.
That's your challenge, yeah. How to
Mm.
improve, how to correct the errors. For example, like as I read from your proposal for Sundanese people, almost
Mhm.
Sundanese people can't say F. You wrote on your paper app. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Fantasy, not fantasy. But I think that's it must be uh, you know what I can say that arguable, yeah. So you can make some argumentation on uh, Sundanese or perhaps from what else from, yeah, Chinese, yeah. Chinese people
Mhm.
is hard to say, to pronounce R, for example, car, car. Is it? I wonder. This is will be, a new topic for an argumentation, yeah, because those are learning English are ready to be improved, yeah, and almost for Asian or, yeah, any races all over the world can diminish this problem, yeah. So almost we cannot find uh, errors, yeah, errors anymore. Yeah, you can learn from YouTube, yeah, you can learn from many people around the world, Asian people or Indonesian people like that, yeah. Because English is, today is very simple language, yeah. So we
Yeah.
can imitate, we can learn, yeah, by listening music, yeah, We can sing together, yeah. So we can improve the pronunciation. And then the third problem for me, Hanan, it is about, you know, the sample of your research participants' involvement, like students from English club. I don't know whether this is acceptable or not. Yeah, this is something new for me. Yeah, because most of thesis works are related to the classroom activities. Yeah, formal classroom activities, curricular, yeah, based activities. So I don't know about extracurricular like that. What we are going to propose, yeah. But if Pak Yang already accepted, yeah, I cannot say anything else. Yeah, no problem. But that's my big question. The third question is about the sample of your research. The students, okay, the students from 10 graders, right? The student from 10 graders, but this is not in a single classroom, right? This is out of the classroom, but we can say as extracurricular activity. Yeah, I don't know whether this is acceptable or not. But suppose that okay, this is accepted, no problem. We can continue. The fourth about diagnosis of critical pronunciation errors. You had, yeah, you had a preliminary analysis before, yeah. You did pre-test, post-test, right? And then next, you are going to make the diagnosis. Okay, you want to measure the errors and you want to make a solution. Yeah, you are going to supervise them. Yeah, during students or student club joining the application, and then you make some observations, and then you what I can say, yeah, you as their supervisor also, and then you make some criteria to diagnose. Yeah, diagnose means that you want to make them better, right? To treat, yeah, to treat, to cure, yeah, to treat, to give treatment. Okay, so which one? But I don't know what is the easiest examples you can apply as such a pronunciation.
For for testing them pronunciation.
Yeah. Can you give an example?
For example, they will have like some words or like sentence, long sentence, and then the Elsa speak will say it in native way, and then the student should also record it like the same way, just like how the Elsa speak says. So when they just pronounce
Is it
the
is it is it
sentence,
is it British accent? Canadian
it's
accent?
American.
American accent? Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
American accent, American dialect. Because there
yeah.
are so many
So they
variations.
also,
Hmm?
yeah, they also like speak with it, Mister. Like after Elsa speak will read the sentence. After that, they will also read it, like record it. But if they have like a slip tongue or like a mistake error, Elsa speak will write it down in the below, like
Hmm.
that.
Can you show me an example? Uh, if I'm wrong, can you, if I make an error in pronunciation? Which one is,
Should
yeah. Can you give an example?
should I
What students should pronounce like before or before? Which one?
Yes, yes. Like, should I just open the application or I just give the example, Mister?
Yeah, can you give an example?
Like for the example, how they pronounce three and three. So they should know the difference between pronouncing the three and three. Three and three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Three for number, three
Yes.
for a plant.
Or a home. Yeah, plant.
Three. So you must be a good at, yeah, at writing the transcription, or what I can say, the pronunciation symbols. Like when you say cat, cat, yeah, cat,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cat.
What is the phonetical symbols correctly? So you must master of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you must understand well of such symbols on pronunciation, because this is not
Mister,
easy. Yeah.
Mister, could I write it down what you just say?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Mister. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about tongue twister? Have you tried tongue twister?
Mhm.
Do you
It's
also
like
give?
when,
Do
yeah.
you also will you also give them tongue twister?
Yes, Mister. But I haven't find yet the story about tongue twister. So after this, I will try to look up the better story. So will help them like reading it for 2 minutes only. So I will know. Oh, it's they just have an error in this kind of words or this kind of a sentence.
And then the next, it is about slip of the tongue. What is it?
Yeah.
Example of slip of the tongue.
slip slip on the tongue, for example, just like earlier I said prepos, but it should be prepos. It's like slip of the tongue. It's because
Yes.
I'm forgot, and also because I feels like too hot too quickly whenever I speak up. So that's the condition of slip of the tongue.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Johan. And actually, there are so many points to be discussed, but we are
Mm-hmm.
limited, yeah, to the time, because I
That's
don't
right.
want to I don't want to trouble you, because okay, you are fixed in this research.
Mhm.
Continue it and do your best. And please, my suggestion number one, you must master well in phonetical symbols. Yeah, you must be able to write it well, because how can you teach without knowing well the phonetical symbols? Yeah, IPA, the standard IPA, International Phonetical Alphabet. Okay, the symbols
Okay,
of
understood.
how can you say A or A? Yeah, Z or Z. Yeah, there are two kinds of
Oh,
pronunciation. A or A, B, C, D, E, F, and then Z or Z. There are two kinds of pronunciation, so you must know it well, and also the writing systems. Okay, and then the second, my suggestion, you must also know well about some tricks and tips, yeah, how to exercise, yeah, to be a
mhm.
good pronouncer, yeah, how to be a good speaker pronunciation. Like you can give example like minimal pairs. Minimal pairs like uh, three, three, okay, sing, sing, sing,
Oh,
tenggelam,
yeah, yeah.
sing, sing a song. The ship sinks, sinking. The ship is sinking, sinking or singing. So you can detect uh, the errors, yeah, because when you just say when you just pronounce a single word, almost there is no a difference, yeah, there is no differences among two or three words, yeah.
Okay.
What else, like minimal pairs with the different consonant, yeah, like cat, bat, because C and B are different, yeah, even consonants, yeah, the consonant cluster
Yeah.
can detect students errors in pronunciation some words. That's the minimum pairs. And then the third, I suggest you to make um, I wonder that if you want to try in a long sentence, as you said, I think this will be, a new problem for students. Yeah, a new problem for students. How can they pronounce well with long sentence? Betty bought butter, but the butter bitter. The bitter butter better.
Oh,
How
yeah.
can you
That's
make?
long.
Yes.
Completely.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
You must. Okay. You can consult your thesis advisor, Pak Sofian. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Mister.
Consult him about which one, how I can diagnose critical. It's very difficult word. Yeah. Critical pronunciation error. I think just you just detect, you just diagnose a single word, word by word, not
Mhm.
a long sentence. Very hard for students. Yeah. Beautician, beautifies, a beautiful lady, beautiful in a beauty shop. I can say a good pronunciation. A beautician beautifies a beautiful lady beautifully in a beauty shop. Is it the correct pronunciation? I don't know. I think it's better after you conducted the research. Yeah, we need a native here to consult about this work. Yeah, this final result of this thesis. Yeah, this thesis, and then you can ask a native, and the native can correct our pronunciation not only in the sound system but also in writing system. Begitu Hanan ceritanya ya. Ini berat ya buat saya ini pronunciation. Untung saja saya tidak membimbing, alhamdulillah. Tapi saya suka yang mall tadi ya. Saya suka yang inovasi teknologi, saya suka ada mall di sini ya. Mobile assisted language learning. One of the application is Suspect. Mall, oke, mall. Tapi sebenarnya gini ya, yang mall tadi itu teorinya nggak usah dimasukin. Masukin saja using Elsa's Pickup application Android.
Oh,
Karena kalau you mau bicara mall luas. Mall itu nanti bicara device. Mau pakai iPad, sekarang iPad udah nggak main lagi. Sekarang mobile phone lah ya. Jadi yang disebut mall itu sekarang sudah smartphone. Mana-mana mobile ya. Oke, mobile. Karena dulu pengertian mobile dulu tahun 2000-an itu karena orang pakai iPad itu kan hanya orang tertentu yang punya ya. The have lah katakan yang punya. Tapi sekarang nggak ada beda tuh the haveless pakai handphone 1 juta juga udah bisa mobile ya. Nah, itu udah ini lagi definisi dari mobile assisted language learning-nya udah mengerucut lagi begitu ya. Karena kalau kita bicara mobile selain iPad, tablet kalau punya tablet kecil dulu mobile itu ya. Sekarang ngapain orang beli tabletnya? Nggak laku, kasihan itu. Udah HP Samsung aja atau HP Xiaomi itu udah bisa. Karena kita hanya unduh ya. You just download the application from App Store. Namanya Elsa Speak Up. Belajar lewat Android. Nah, nanti juga as you say that you are going to make a Zoom meeting with students to see their development of pronunciation. You can see, you can measure, you can diagnose some errors they make. Oke, gitu. Jadi mall saya rasa itu tidak usah lah dimasukin ya. Jadi kalau yang namanya skripsi saya sarankan yang penting-penting saja, teori yang relevan yang dimasukkan. Untuk aplikasi itu banyak loh teorinya. Nanti using Elsa Speak Up, mana teorinya? Bahwa Android itu ditemukan oleh siapa, banyak digunakan untuk apa? Alat bantu pembelajaran. Sekarang nggak istilahnya mobile lagi ya, sudah PJJ, remote, ERT, emergency remote teaching. Udah hilang tuh mau. Sekarang udah jadi satu dengan istilah yang disebut dengan PJJ. Blended juga nggak ada blended sekarang, semua PJJ, remote teaching, RT semua sekarang. Ya, jadi hati-hati kalau masih menggunakan mall. Nanti kalau ini skripsinya udah jadi masih masa pandemi, ketawa nanti yang baca ya. Kan skripsi kita akan dibaca orang Hanan ya. Itu saran saya, seorang fakir al-aswir al-fakir. jadi mohon maaf lahir batin ya, sepanjang yang saya tahu. Cukuplah nanti you jelaskan itu teori English pronunciation. Oke lah, kebetulan you cuman Elsa American accent. Oke. Sudah, itu aja jelaskan gitu. Oke lah, nanti dibedakan dengan pasti nyinggung sedikit dengan British. Tadi yang before yang pakai rotik. Where have you been, my brother? Nah, itu apa? Harus seperti itu mengajarkannya.
Iya.
Car, ya, happy, heavy. Nah lo, heavy, happy. I'm happy. This is heavy. Susah ya, heavy dengan happy. Oke. Nah, jadi itu satu tuh pronunciation teorinya banyak itu nanti tuh. Application tuh banyak teorinya tuh. Apalagi nih English Club. Bolehlah kalau tadi Pak Ketua, Pak Kaprodi sudah meng-CC, bolehlah nanti dicontohkan ICS yang lain. English Club itu tujuannya ini. Boleh tanya juga nanti ke SMA. Berapa tadi? 10 ya Tangsel? 12 Tangsel. Tangerang Kota. Oke. Jadi Hanan tanya itu kapan berdirinya, siapa penanggung jawabnya, ada native-nya enggaknya. Itu udah teori masuk di situ ya. Terus diagnosis itu dijelaskan definisi diagnosis, teorinya apa aja. Critical pronunciation errors. Nah, ini yang saya ngeri gitu ya. Ini udah bahasan S2 S3 ini. Critical pronunciation errors. Iya.
Ubah aja kali Mister, apa gimana?
Critical. Ya, nanti dikonsultasikan ke advisor ya. Jangan nanti saya nggak menentukan, nggak bisa. Beliau dokter, beliau lebih tahu dari Al-Fakir, Al-Aswir, jadi iyalah, iya Hanan. Mungkin saya kurang baca ya, kurang update. Jadi saya kalau maaf ya, kalau bicara critical itu, ya maaf lah, kita kalau di grup-grup yang isinya profesor, dokter, orang-orang pintar itu ngeri saya. Ada yang namanya dulu saya waktu kuliah S1 90-an itu, discourse analysis. Cuman itu doang, Hanan. Ya Allah, udah berubah 30 tahun kemudian ada lagi critical discourse analysis. Sebenarnya sih istilahnya enggak. Critical itu sih udah lama. Tapi trennya kita yaitu sejak 2000-an, 2010, 2020. Critical, semua istilahnya critical. Critical literacy, critical reading, critical thinking. Critical amazing, dia bengong tapi kritis gitu ya. Critical amazing mungkin jadi kata baru gitu. So please consult your advisor. Jangan nanti pas ujian, ya, semoga ujian nggak ketemu saya gitu kali ya. Jangan si Aswir lah. Dia al-fakir nggak tahu apa-apa. Nanti maka ini enggak Hanan, kita diskusi malah enak, saya dapat ilmu baru ini dari Hanan.
Iya benar.
Iya, tadi saya nggak tahu tentang Elsa, jadi tahu saya ya Elsa. Karena yang saya tahu itu radio apa tuh ya? Bukan radio Elsa, lupa saya. Oke lah, congratulations ya. Congratulations
Terima kasih, Mister.
tuh Hanan. Sama kemarin Julia Fitri juga 1 jam. Ini 4 menit lagi 1 jam. Sukseslah dituntaskan ini. Pandemi nggak jadi halangan buat Hanan untuk melakukan research. Langsung saja. Yang penting tadi ISC-nya tadi jalan ya, ISC-nya English Student Club-nya itu 25 apa 20 orang tadi?
20 orang, Mister.
Nggak apa-apa lah, representatif. Saya sih nggak merisaukan yang gitu-gitu ya. Yang penting Anda melakukan penelitian itu sudah benar, sistematis, terukur begitu ya, itu aja sih nanti. Jadi Anda mengukur nanti pronunciation seperti saran saya ya, yang gampang saja dulu, karena kan Hanan masih S1 ya. Bukan berarti saya meremehkan S1, enggak. Karena begini, kapasitas juga sih ya, kapasitas kita juga penguji, pembimbing, juga mahasiswa yang dibimbing. Jadi tidak ingin mengunderestimate, karena yang simple itu justru yang membumi menjadi awal untuk melakukan yang ya katakanlah buat ranahnya S2 S3 gitu ya, atau postdoktoral gitu ya, kalau critical errors-nya itu. Jadi misalnya kalau kita mau mengatakan tadi lah ya, contohnya kita mengucapkan water, kan susah ya, water atau water. Give me a cup of water, ya, water. Susah ya. Ya, water ya. Nah, itu bagaimana itu water? Belum tadi yang cat saja, kalau di buku pronunciation itu waduh, luar biasa. Lalu apakah Hanan mau menambahkan lagi nanti model? Karena kalau bicara pronunciation itu harus ada ini loh. Harus ada image, mengucapkan tadi vowels, atau vokal atau consonants gitu ya. Mengucapkan huruf A, mulutnya seperti apa, huruf B seperti apa. Nah itu nanti ya konsultasikanlah ke pembimbingnya. Karena kan ini juga menyangkut apa ya, solusi ya. Jadi ketika dia ingin mengucapkan ya misalnya pip ya, bip ya, atau tin ya, tin apalagi tuh, bin misalnya ya, atau yang tadi nanti masukkan lagi tuh teori yang membedakan ada rotik R dibaca jelas dengan R yang tidak dibaca, atau juga yang bunyi yang dibacanya Z atau yang dibacanya S, itu voice dan voiceless. Ya, contohnya house itu voiceless. Housed ya menjadi kata kerja itu menjadi voiced. Jadi diucapkan jelas gitu. Nah, ini nanti mohon di Hanan konsultasikan lagi apakah seperti itu nanti ya, karena kan ini menyangkut error gitu ya. Nanti harus terukurnya begitu Hanan ya. Jadi mereka mengucapkan cat, ditulislah itu K, H di atas, A dengan E digabung, tulisannya gitu E, T-nya biasa, cat. Cat, ya, jadi seperti itu. It is a cat, ya. Nah, saya aja susah gitu ya. It is a cat, ya. Nah, jadi itu saja, tetap semangat, sukses ya. Sehat selalu, tetap jaga imun, aman ya. Amin ya rabbal
Ya,
alamin.
Mister juga, Mister.
Sama-sama. You are the best lah ya.
Ya,
You are
thank
the
you,
best.
Mister.
Insya Allah bisa lanjut S2, S3 di luar negeri.
Amin. Amin.
Actually, I really miss you ya, especially for Tresna. Tresna
Oh,
bimbingan.
iya, Mister.
Kayaknya yang the best itu dipegang orang-orang the best lah. Wajar lah
Masya Allah.
Al-Aswir nggak ngebimbing mereka, tapi nggak apa-apa. Insya Allah siapa tahu nanti ketemu di ujian.
Ya, amin.
Tresna, Hanan, itu the best lah buat saya. Jadi
Ya,
mungkin
Mister.
agak-agak susah ini ke saya mungkin, nggak tahu lah ya. Ya udahlah,
Ya
selamat
Allah.
ya.
Iya,
Keren.
Mister.
Tweetsnya keren, cuman dibikin sesederhana mungkin saja. Ya, jadi kata-kata kritikal itulah yang dihilangkan. Maunya sih kita pengen beda, Hana. Tapi dulu nih. Apa iya nanti isinya seperti itu? Orang ngomong critical discourse analysis, critical thinking. Katanya thinkingnya as business as usual gitu kan? Sarwa kene.
Oh iya.
Gitu loh. Jadi
Disesuaikan berarti ya, Mister.
betul. Coba nanti konsultasikan lagi. Pak Ian, saya mau hapus kata kritikal ini. Gimana? Jadi pronunciation error saja. Karena juga kan kalau anak SMA itu kan dari latar belakang macam-macam lah gitu ya. Nah, kita juga bisa mengukur lah mereka. Terutama kita juga ngukur kita dulu nih, Hanan ya. Termasuk saya juga ngukur gitu. Nah, gitu. Ada pertanyaan buat saya?
Udah, Mister, cukup.
Ini
Mungkin nanti.
satunya di sekolah ya? 10 apa nih?
Ah iya, Mister.
Oh, rajin.
Di TK, Mister.
Masya Allah, masih membaca luar biasa. Selamatlah Hanan ya. Sukses.
Ya, Mister, terima kasih.
Mudah-mudahan dalam tempo 2 bulan selesai, sebelum puasa udah selesai.
Amin.
Oke, saya ucapkan alhamdulillahirobbilalamin, hari ini selesai untuk mahasiswa yang kedua ya. Untuk ujian seminar proposalnya. Udah lulus lah ya, kalau saya mah ini udah setengah skripsi udah jadi. Udah A lah nilainya ya. Jadi nggak usah diragukan lagi kalau bicara Hanan, Tresna itu nggak usah diragukan lagi. Saya sih maunya ya, jujur nih ya, saya maunya kayak Hanan, Tresna itu di kader gitu ya, kembali ke ngajar di FIB. Iya serius. Ya. Kalau di pertanian di kader begitu ya, pertanian, FAI, mudah-mudahan nanti kalau Hanan ini tidak dibawa suaminya ya bisa mengabdi di Universitas Muhammadiyah. Ya. Kan masih di Tangerang ya, masih dekat lah ya. Oke, alhamdulillah, thank you very much. Mohon maaf lahir batin nih Hanan.
Ya, mohon maaf lahir batin, Mister.
Dari saya tidak tahu banyak ya, juga tidak banyak tahu.
Nggak apa-apa, Mister.
Ya. Terima kasih sudah berbagi. Saya sangat respect dengan Anda yang luar biasa. Sekali lagi, semoga dilancarkan lah ya. Amin. Oke, saya tutup dengan mengucapkan alhamdulillah. Billahi fisabilil haq wassalamu wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much Hanan ya. Sukses. Kalau ketemu Tresna, salam-salam ke Tresna.
Iya, Mister. Sehat-sehat, Mister.
Amin, makasih. Insyaallah. Udah ya, saya close ya. Assalamualaikum.
Iya, Mister. Waalaikumsalam.